Hey, John here again. So I'm underneath my wife's car. I just wanted to give a quick update. Somebody asked a while back about how things are holding up, but this is treated 3 years ago, I think it is now, 3 or 4 years ago. It's a 2017 Acadia. But just looking around, you can't really see how it's wet anymore. First of all, I treat this every time I'm doing an oil change, and looking around here. So I'm doing an oil change now, but what I do is, the underneath part anyways, I keep spraying it every oil change with, I use a can of fluid film. This stuff's a little expensive. You bought it by the can, it's like 10 bucks a can, 8 to 10 bucks a can, but I buy it by the case, and you get, you could buy a case of 6 for I think like 30, I want to say 30 something dollars, or this is a case of 9 I bought a while back for, I think it was $45, but it comes with this little sprayer. It's from the old, and you just hook it on your can. I'll show you in a second. And this way, your wand here, it's got a little tri-sprayer, angled, it sprays everywhere to get into like spots like this, into the frame area. And I'll just go ahead and load this sucker up, every hole I see. Just go ahead and give it a toot. Just go along the car. It takes a little bit, but this way you don't have to worry about rust as far as, premature rust. And I'll show you up top side that I did 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't even touch it up in the engine bay, but it's still wet up there. But underneath here, of course, with the road spray and everything, it's going to get wet. So I just wanted to, I don't know, go ahead and check things out. And there's no rust. I mean, again, I don't know if there's a car that's 4 or 5 years old. I see them out there. They're with rust. If you live in the Northeast here, but looking around, I'll have to pull it forward to get the rear end, but there's no rust yet. So anyways, just thought I'd make a quick follow-up video on how this stuff works. I guess I could, why not show you how easy it is. So I put this, take the other top off, put this top on with your little tri-sprayer, and you can see how it comes out. I'll just load it up and just, every hole I see, I just keep going. So I'll just load it up, but I don't know if you can see it, the little steam coming out of the other holes there. So I'll just go around and do all the holes first, and then give it I'll actually take the hose off and just use the sprayer part and spray all the metal around. That part on the outside, it's probably going to be gone in a week or two, but still loading these crevices up where the rust is going to get in the inside is the ticket, I think. And like I said, I go a little overkill, just every little, especially these angle parts here. And it'll create a little paste, but that's all I do. Just keep going around, and I can't guarantee anything, but the car is going to last a hell of a lot longer from rust anyways than if you don't treat it. First of all, I used to use, instead of the cans, I used to use this sprayer, and buy it by the gallon. It comes in a big, like a gallon paint jug, and you just scoop it into this sprayer and spray it there. The problem with this is it wastes a lot, just like a paint sprayer. There's a lot of overspray that goes everywhere. So doing it by the can I thought was a better option. So I sprayed this stuff, I think it was at this point 3 years ago, maybe, I don't know, it's been a while. But it's still wet, and I only sprayed it once. Just went around with a can and sprayed everything, but it's still holding up wet-wise for rust protection. And not that engine bays get a lot of rust, but some do. But I wasn't worried about that. But there were a couple of, I think I have it on video, a couple of these screws that started turning. The tops of them had a little rust spot on them. I think it was this fella here was completely rusted, and I doused that bolt there, and it's still wet. So I'm not saying you can reverse rust, but if you start from a brand new car, it'll definitely prevent it. Like, you've seen cars with the spring mechanism all rusty and stuff. It looks rusty, but it's not. It's just gummed up with, because I sprayed it, it collects dirt and stuff. But I'm not going to wash it off. I'll just douche it again with, the good stuff there. Anyways, that's all I got. I'll just show around a little bit, and, I'll probably include that first video that I did, the entire car with, the door panels. I did with transmission fluid, the rear deck, the hatch. Went around when I first got the car with transmission fluid and loaded up all these wheel wells with transmission fluid, which I think works way better. This stuff will work too, but it's hard to get in. Like transmission fluid is a lot more liquidy that, you know, it just works better. This stuff works better for spray underneath. You can't really spray transmission fluid on your frame and it'll almost be gone in a day or two. This stuff kind of hangs around for a bit, but I do it in between the oil changes just because, you know, you could do it as often as you like, but just because that's my reminder to do it. That's why I do it every oil change. But anyways, let me get back to it. I just thought I'd share that the vehicle's hanging in there.